Hey guys, and welcome to episode 87 of Laid Bare Favorite Sex Positive Podcast. You're joined with me, your host, Oloni.
And I'm Felicia Olutis.
I'm Victoria.
And we have a very special guest with us. He's my fave. I fell in love with him after listening to him on Clubhouse in some of the rooms. He just took me by like this huge surprise, but it's Philip the actor.
Hi guys.
Hey, finally, get closer to the mic.
Okay.
I want you to get
My enemies
close.
will not catch me.
Hi, my gosh. Philip, I'm so happy to have you on here. It's been a very long time coming. First time I came across you, of course, like I mentioned in your intro, was on Clubhouse. There was just this big voice who had all these sex stories, all these scandalous stories. Whatever you've done, he's done more. And the way he delivers his stories are just so full of energy. On Clubhouse, there's this running private joke that if Americans, for example, come and tell their story, we get angry because they don't know how to story tell. But British people do. We know how to but then there's Americans, there's British, then there's Philip that tells a story. So we were like, if you're not coming with that Philip energy, we don't want to know. Say your story. Like, we turned Preeti Patel on these people. We're just like, close the borders. We do not want to hear these Americans. If you're American, you're offended. That's between you and your maker. Like, step up your storytelling. Like, everything they say sometimes just sounds like a lie. Not all of you. Yeah. But sometimes the storytelling was dragging. It was just like, nah. But anyway, I'm happy to hear you.
I know, I'm happy to
I'm
be here.
so glad you are finally a guest on this show. Yes. As you are a guest on this show, you know how this works. I hope you know how this works.
Of course, 100%.
Okay. Be very awkward. All right, so I'm going to ask you our infamous question. When did you get laid last?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't start calling for Jesus.
I know, Lord, I'm sorry. Wait, do you mean laid or laid?
Where did you have sex last?
There's variations to me.
There's variations. There's something that doesn't count. But,
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about the one that counted.
Okay, that's the cocoa. That was 4 days ago.
Ooh, 4 days ago.
That was 4 days ago. That was in London, yeah. 4 days ago.
Ooh, how was it? Was it
checking
good?
the watch? Of course. Just checking the time
Mm.
frame to make sure that it was correct.
Okay.
No, it was good. I'm just making sure. That was 4 days ago.
Okay, 4 days ago.
So, I was in Nigeria for like 4 months.
Yes.
And I came back, obviously went straight to Birmingham because I live in Birmingham. And so when I was like, I'm coming to London to see my guys and my friends, this beautiful, sumptuous human being was like, so am I going to see you? I said, that's all you need to say. Once you say it like that, I'm going to come through. And it was really good. And I needed that because coming back into England, Nigeria can be shifty. So coming back on situations like that. So coming back into England, I was so excited. I met up with someone. I'm sure we're going to get into that later.
Yeah.
Which is why I say size actually matters. Because that just ruined my excitement of being back. So coming to London and meeting with somebody that knows how to handle me.
Okay.
To press me against the wall.
I
was like, press me against the wall.
That type of way, boy.
No, it was good. It was really good. Don't you feel like your legs are like...
Yeah, I know what you mean when you can't walk. Sometimes I feel like when I can't walk, I'm just like, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Sometimes it can be a good thing.
I'd say good thing.
Yeah, I like being pounded. But then other times I'm just like, I should have added more lube. Like,
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I have this notion, there's nothing like too much lube.
Absolutely.
Like, let's make a mess with the lube.
Absolutely.
Because you can't make love to me. I will sleep off. I will plan my day. You're doing those, baby, you're feeling it. I'm like, So once I leave here.
So you don't like sensual sex? You like it?
Sensual and press my neck at the
You
same
like
time.
the aggressive, passionate something,
Like
Abi.
do me.
Like pounded jam.
You need to fuck me.
Like, you start doing erotica.
In that moment.
This is a Nigerian erotica.
In that moment, I need to be like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
If you're doing yes, I'm just like, okay.
No, that's true. I do like it I like a guy who's very dominant in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I do it's just something magical about it. It's like, you can't do that from your day-to-day life. Like, I can't imagine anyone being dominant. I'll be like, are you sick?
Yeah,
but in the bedroom,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, Victoria, when did you get laid last?
I've not even had sex since I last seen you last.
Really? It's okay. When did you masturbate last?
Like yesterday.
How was that?
I'm just doing it because I'm trying to induce my period.
Yeah.
So I can get over and done with and then have sex. But you see when you've got one man to the pum-pum,
Yeah.
the sex is a bit scatty. Like,
It's all over the
it's
place.
like, oh, what, 4 weeks later, then...
Yeah,
So,
I know. Do you know what? I masturbated the other day and I was like on the phone to Bay, but he was doing his own thing. I just did it because I wanted to like fall asleep. Obviously, there's times when I masturbate. There's times when I masturbate and then I'm just like, you know, I want you to help me come. But he was doing his own thing. I think he was playing video games and I was really tired. I was masturbating. I fell asleep. I actually don't know what happened.
Mid
Masturbate. I was too tired. I was too
bless
tired.
you.
I was really forcing it.
Wait, hold on.
I
So
really
he
wanted
was playing PlayStation. You're masturbating. Are you basically like, oh yeah?
No,
Oh,
there's
my-
no talking.
And he's doing
If you're just
No, you see, the masturbation that I do to fall asleep, it doesn't need to be like extremely passionate.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
needs to get me to
It
sleep.
to be,
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You know,
It's
there's
like
like some
smoking a
like sex
spliff.
product. Yeah, do you exactly?
but you
it
have to
really is.
climax,
And I'll
don't you?
get a climax, but
Yeah.
that's the nut that shuts me out quickly.
Yeah.
So then I woke up the next day and I was just like, wait, did I? He said, you fell asleep, you know? I was just like, oh, okay. So it was very interesting. I've never done that before, like masturbating and falling asleep. I was just extremely tired. I wouldn't know if anyone else has done that before. Use the hashtag laidbarepodcast. Miss Felicia, when did you get yours last?
guys, I'm very excited to say on Saturday. It was so good.
How was it?
It was fantastic.
Okay.
No,
now
it
tell
was
us
too good.
What happened? Who was it? How was it?
I can't even articulate how good it was. It was so good. So literally, I didn't want to stop. If
Yeah.
it wasn't for the fact that I had my sister's birthday,
Should
I
have
would
still
have.
having
I
sex
would
now.
have. I would still be having sex now.
Oh, wow.
It was
Sexy,
so
it's like
good.
an aphrodisiac.
I want
So
Yeah,
my
yeah.
one was for endurance and it was aphrodisiac. And literally, it wasn't like I was leaking all the time, but it literally felt as if I had the energy to just continue. Like my body wasn't sore, my vagina wasn't sore. I didn't feel as if I was forcing it. It was literally like this enjoyable, euphoric. It was orgasm. Oh my God, it was
that's
great.
What good sex
It was
sounds
fantastic.
like.
Yeah.
It was
But I was
fantastic.
gonna say, I saw a tweet earlier the other day, and it was something along the lines of, "Oh, have you ever had a girl? Have you ever had sex with a girl and she starts cancelling like all her important plans just because
That was me on Saturday.
100%.
like, and then it was just like someone replied to it like, yeah, like girls will be cancelling picking up their nieces or nephews from school just because the sex is so good.
Like, it's really not that important, you
And
know.
like, I can stay here all day. I can do, and I was thinking, have you guys ever cancelled something that's
Yeah,
important?
I've had a guy like
1000%.
offer to pay what I paid for my ticket to keep me. Yeah.
Ooh.
Mine was an ideal 72
Yeah, 100%.
hours.
Yeah,
Like
I can only think of work for
My
me.
fam just had to keep texting me, are you okay? I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I love
I'm
that.
alright.
No, that's the best. Oh,
That is the best. That is the best. I think I've only ever cancelled work, but I don't even know. Sometimes it's the sex, it's the intimacy, it's the fun. You don't want to stop it just yet.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't want to stop this. I'm having fun right now. And I just want it to continue. Like, fuck going to, who wants to go to work?
Who wants to go anywhere? Lash appointments.
I didn't
I
want to
don't
do
need to-
anything.
Oh, fuck it.
I had to do my
I don't need
hair.
that. I don't need that.
I had to do my hair. I had to go to my sister's. I had to go to my mum's. And literally, I was like, okay, try and leave for 6. Okay, no, try to leave for 8.
nah,
Okay,
yeah.
try
I
and
give
leave for
myself 5 minutes to
8:30.
get ready, you know, if the sex is lit.
Yeah,
get-
we'll start pushing everything, just like Felicia
Yeah, yeah.
mentioned. 8:30. I do that sometimes as
Yeah,
well.
I'm definitely that person.
Okay, I want to play a game with you, Philip. I want to know
Ooh.
what would you rather do during sex? Okay.
Okay.
So lights on or off?
I don't care. So let's just say on.
Okay.
Have you seen this body?
Condoms or raw?
Joy, you could buy me condom. No, because I have multiple sexual partners. I'm in
Yeah.
an open relationship.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
wear a condom unless
Yeah.
I'm with my partner.
Yeah, and what he just said there, for those who are listening, because Philip is going to speak in a lot of Yoruba, so I'm happy to translate along the way. He said, like, please don't get me in trouble, right? So he said, don't get me in trouble. And then there's also silent sex or dirty sex.
Very dirty. Very dirty, please.
Sex once every day or sex 3 times a week. I want to know what you lot think.
No,
That
guys,
one
that's
is
a good
this
question.
is different. Being a homosexual and being heterosexual are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Only you ID me. Please, I need to keep my bum intact.
He said you're not going to tear my bum.
No, I think 3 times a week. 3 times a week is decent. I'm not a vagina, boo.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh
okay,
my
okay.
God.
So top or bottom?
Bottom, baby. Bottom energy.
Doggy for the rest of your life or missionary for the rest of your life?
There's a little story to this thing.
Okay, I'm listening.
So I used to be a missionary person because I want to see your eyes. I want to see your face while you're fucking me. But I met this guy once and he was like, he sent me a picture of his dick and I'm like, I cannot take it. Let's move on.
Wait, so what happened?
Listen, but you know my mother did not raise a quitter.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm gonna get you on poppers and you'll be able to take it easily.
Yeah.
And he was like, since I like doggy and you don't, because I feel like a lot of people don't like doggy, they just do it because their partner likes doggy. He's like, I'm gonna put you on poppers.
So what are poppers?
Poppers are like gay people use it a lot.
Yeah.
It relaxes your muscles completely.
Ooh.
And once you've sniffed poppers, you just want to be pounded.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm Nigerian. My mother started putting this inside my nose. I can't be taking. It was like, okay, you know what? I'll bring it.
Yeah.
Just try it. If you don't like the feeling, you don't have to do it anymore. So he brought poppers over. We made out intensely. This man ate me, tossed my salad very well. I'm just like, oh boy, I'm ready for you to fuck the shit out of me. And then I sniffed the poppers. It basically had the same effect of balloons on me, but it's just longer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm in doggy position now. My arch is amazing. I have a mirror. I was looking at myself in this mirror.
You're saying,
he was
wow.
fucking me in doggy. And then he was like, oh, let me switch and fucking mission. And I'm like, no. Keep on. This doggy. It's in the spot. So since then, doggy is now my favorite position.
Okay, so doggy is your favorite.
Yes.
Ooh. Wait, girls, I want to take it back though. So what do you think? Sex once a day, every day, or 3 times a week?
Just once a day.
I think I could do 3 times a week.
Flip out it.
Really, I'd every day.
I'll do every day.
I would
Really?
I would do it every day.
I think I'm 3 times. I don't know why.
No,
Can you have it multiple times in that day? Though?
No, just once a day.
Every
so
day?
if you have to pick once a day or 3 times in a
Yeah,
week.
Wait,
once a
pause.
day.
So
Yeah.
when you say 3 times a week, do
Yeah.
you mean 1 round a day or
1 round a day.
like when it's 3 times a week?
Yeah. it
One
could
time can be multiple
Tuesday.
rounds. That Tuesday can be 4,
No.
5
So
times.
it's still
Oh,
one
okay,
time.
maybe let's say that you could do it multiple rounds.
So 3 times a week. Bro.
Yeah. Oh, let's say you could do it multiple rounds then.
with either or either. So
Yeah.
No. Once a day.
He's come up with the rules now.
so once a day,
Make a lot
multiple
more sense.
times.
Once a day,
once a
like,
day, just
okay,
one
on Monday I'll
round.
fuck you 1 round, Tuesday 1 round, Wednesday 1 round, or Tuesday 4 rounds, Thursday
3
4
times a
rounds.
week, baby.
Yeah.
3
I'd
times.
rather do 3 times.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather do 3 times, Victoria.
I still got daily. You know?
do you guys do this thing?
What's that?
If I'm gonna fuck with someone now,
Yeah.
because first off, my throat game is amazing.
Ooh.
So I try
Come-
to I try to draw out the first knot because I don't want you telling me, oh, it's the first round.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna suck you till you come.
Yeah.
And then suck you till you get hard, and now we'll start the actual fucking.
Oh my God.
You guys
I
do
don't
that?
really do that. Oh,
Because it makes it longer if you think about it.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've never done
Because the
that.
first round is like always 15, 20 minutes. I'm not on that.
Yeah.
I want like 45.
No. I can
I know
really...
the guy that is like his first round's like 50 minutes to an hour.
Hey, sweetie.
I don't do short rounds neither.
Yeah, I'm used
like,
to that.
It's always long.
Nearly
I
1 hour
think I'm trying to
rounds.
say, okay, so that sounds like that's your sex go-to. I like that. I like to know what people do during sex. Like, how do they, what's their experience or how do they have sex? Because I feel like the standard average in my experience, well, I try to not let it be my experience, but I feel like from the stories that get sent into me, it's usually a tiny bit of foreplay, then penetration, and then, you know, then everyone taps out or whatever, and the girl usually doesn't climax. But, you know, you've just explained yours, which I like.
Yeah,
so,
it's very different. Like,
so go on.
We're making out, we're kissing. I'm into everything. Like feet, my ass on your face. Like the whole shebang. So like it's like my foreplay is like 30 to 45 minutes.
As
But
it should
somewhere-
be. Are you
somewhere in
listening?
there- somewhere in there, I'm making you come from head.
Yeah.
And I don't use hands, baby. No hands over here.
Ooh.
No hands.
She said, look, ma, no
Very
hands.
sexy.
So I do that,
Okay.
but I keep going until you get hard again.
Yeah.
So now I know we are ready for the actual stuff.
Jesus Christ, you're literally sucking the soul out of these men.
Oh yeah. No, I know for a fact. Like there was this one time with my partner, and like every single thing expensive that I have from my partner was while I was sucking his dick.
Wow. Wait, so say that again. Everything you were what?
That I have that's expensive.
Yeah.
Was a gift from him.
This is what
Please.
I'm saying.
While I was
God, I see what
doing
you're
it
doing
wrong
to
there.
my
Like,
peers.
Please stop oppressing
I
us.
see what you're doing for my peers. Me too, I want.
He's always like, what do you want? What do you want? Please tell me what you want. Please tell me what you want.
Yes.
And it's getting it for me.
That's
So
how it
even
should be.
after
Yeah.
you even still say, okay, so you remember when I was sucking your dick and then you
They
told
did
me
not bomb
Birkin
him well.
pants.
I'm going to do operation no suck dick for 2 months. Because when my partner met me, he was like, "Oh, I don't like heads. It's a waste of time."
Oh.
I said, "Okay."
Different now, innit?
No, I said, "Okay." And this was like literally the first time we spent a night together, and I sucked his dick the first time, and then I was like, so I'm not going to be doing that again since you don't like it.
Oh, really?
He was like,
It's
he
true.
said, "Don't go."
I changed my
I
mind.
like that.
I changed my
He was
mind.
like,
I
"Don't
like
be
it
on
now.
phone."
sexy.
He was like, "Please, I
Yeah.
beg you." Yeah.
Oh.
No, as it should be. So we've got Phillips who gives head before he gets into the main enjoyment.
Mhm.
So what do you ladies do?
Mine changes every time. Like it's
Same.
very like random and sporadic, and it like depends who it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, mine
Nah, we're
definitely
coming back to you.
No.
So, for example,
Don't
Go
get me
on,
thinking
Vic.
too much. It's been a while.
oh God, don't worry. So give us an example of what might happen if someone was to have sex with Victoria.
My brain just went like that.
Your sugar daddy
The
can be
person right
listening.
now,
Yeah, your sugar daddy can be listening.
Send
Sell
your
yourself.
market.
Do you know what I mean?
No, the person I'm with now,
Yeah.
because I'm like infatuated, I don't do much foreplay with this person. I'm like, do you know when you just want, just fuck me right now? Like
Yeah.
I'm wet. Like,
Yeah.
we just kind of go.
So the
and
sexual
keep
chemistry
going.
is clearly
Yeah,
quite high.
it's quite high. So
Okay.
it's not like, whereas there's guys that I've foreplayed with for like 4 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like mad foreplay. But if I'm like into a guy, I'm like,
Yeah.
just take me now.
Take me now.
Yeah.
Miss Felicia. What about you?
So ideally, I want to be kissing for like 15 to 30 minutes. If I can kiss for time, kissing
You love
turns
kissing.
me on.
Yeah.
Why-
Kissing turns me on. I love it. Like, because you can do so much for kissing. You can kiss my lips, my neck, my whole
If
body.
you
Okay,
can
okay,
kiss,
okay,
you get
I
what I
get
mean?
it, okay, I
If,
get what you
yeah,
mean.
if-
if they could kiss.
Yeah.
Some guys,
Some guys
So
just
I only
point
date
saliva
people
inside
that can
your
kiss.
Yeah,
Huh?
some guys can't
They just
kiss.
point saliva in your
Oh,
mouth.
I
bro.
know,
Some
but
guys
you know
can't
what?
kiss.
On Saturday, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of saliva.
I'll put it back in your
Oh,
mouth.
now you like the saliva.
No, but like okay, no, I don't like spit. You are allowed to dribble.
God,
the
no.
terminology is so
Yeah, yeah,
important.
yeah.
No,
Like,
but
don't
the
spit me.
terminology of dribble makes me sick though.
I'm
Do you
hearing
know what it means for a guy to
dribble.
dribble?
ease it,
Like-
soothe it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
Like,
it's just a little drop.
I'm not
Do
on
you get
that.
what I mean?
You don't like saliva,
I mean,
Philip?
pour it back in your mouth.
Really?
Ah, yes.
So you know, if a guy said like spit my mouth or let me spit your mouth, what are you doing?
You gonna do it. You gonna do it.
Dirty.
Dirty. No, hold on. It's just,
freak.
I just have too many stories. It's so annoying. In Nigeria, it happened.
Yeah.
There was this guy. Was
Did he do? Was it
I
phlegm?
spat in his mouth. No, I spat in his mouth. But
Yeah.
I was trying to like we're smoking together. So I was
Right.
trying to like puff into his mouth. But he
Oh,
was
God.
laying down,
Yeah.
and I just as I was doing it because I was so high.
Yeah.
I basically
spat.
spat in his mouth, and he was like, "Oh, Phillips, you just spat in my mouth." I'm like, "I'm so sorry," and he swallowed it,
Oh my god.
and I'm just like.
Dear, my facial expression saying, "Oh,
And then the next day we're together again. This guy's he's straight.
Yeah.
The next day we're all together playing games, we're so high again, and then
Did
we're
you
playing
say this
truth
guy's
again.
straight?
He is.
I was. Do you know what? Thank you that you brought it up. 'Cause I was gonna be like, wait,
Wait,
what?
wasn't it? I was like,
No, he.
I'm
he
not
no,
even
but
crazy.
no, he actually.
There are straight men who are not straight.
No,
but they're
see,
straight.
hold on. On that
Okay,
aspect,
okay.
I feel like sexuality is very fluid. at the
it's
end of the
extremely
day.
fluid.
It's fluid because
But
straight
to
men.
call yourself straight means that you only have romantic and sexual
It's only saliva now.
expressions with
the opposite
another
sex.
with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Sorry, so you
It
can
was
be
just
as
saliva.
fluid as you like, but you're not straight. You fluid.
No, but there are straight men
Yeah.
who are not straight, but they are straight.
So you mean they're,
Okay,
they're,
okay,
they're
I
not
mean,
out,
I have a
basically.
question
So it's
for
what
you.
you're saying is he's
Essentially.
not out.
No, he's straight. I mean, to the best of my knowledge.
Phillips, what are you saying?
I'm confused too. But basically, it was just saliva because I didn't kiss him. But then when we were playing Truth or Dare, they dared him to spit in someone's mouth, and he was
Okay.
like, "Philip, it's only right I spit in your mouth because you spat in my mouth." So I'm just like, I had the heart for him anyway.
Festival of Saliva. Which brings me to a question I forgot, actually. I left it out, which was, are you someone who spits or swallows when you give head? What are you doing?
He's definitely swallowing. Look,
You
We
want to
can't
do it
tell,
all.
Alice, so we can't tell.
I definitely
can't
feel like
tell.
you do it both. You
Hold
do
on.
both.
Yeah.
Dramatic pause. I swallow, baby.
Ladies, what about yourselves?
Auntie, you
Depends
already
how
know
it
my
tastes,
answer.
man. Depends how it tastes.
My mother did not raise a quitter.
Yes.
I will swallow it, but I'm never coming back.
No, but I've told you that before. I had cum in my throat for like 3 days.
Oh,
one
yeah, you
time.
did say that. She said that she tried everything to get it out.
Yeah. So after that, not everybody's cum can be swallowed. She tried throwing up. I tried everything. Drinking.
Wait, was it just there or was it just in your mind?
No, do you know when it's like...
Was holding your throat like
cold?
this?
Yeah, it was... it was against my throat. Like.
No, that is insane.
No,
That
it's
is
not for me.
That is insane. So, Phillips, I do want to talk to you about, like, your experiences as a gay person who lives in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I've heard, and I'm sure if it was true, it wouldn't shock me. But obviously, homosexuality in Nigeria, of course, is something that is illegal and very, very scary.
Yeah, it is.
For people from the LGBTQ plus community. So, how do you navigate that?
This is probably... I mean, I'm not in a closet, really, if you met me, but even in Nigeria. But this is probably the first time if any of, let's say, fans or friends that knows me in Nigeria watches this will see me openly admit to being gay.
Yeah.
Do you get? But like, I mean, it's not like I'm coming out. It is what it is.
Yeah, of course.
But Nigeria is mad weird when it comes to homosexuality, and it boils down to money, really. Money and guts.
So when you say money, do you mean like if you have money, no one can chat to you, like no one can talk to you?
That's honestly
which
what
is
it is.
Just everything.
That's what it is, and guts. Because I was talking to a couple of my friends because I'm in the entertainment industry. I'm an actor in Nigeria, but if you check my Instagram, I'm living my best life. I'm never hiding. I'm never trying to act like the man them or whatever. But it's true.
He's talking about the cis hetero men.
Oh Lord,
cis hetero men who don't wipe their bums.
I know gay people that when we're in the room we're doing, oh girl, yes queen, but the moment we come out, they're like, oh hey, what's up, nice to meet you. And I'm just like, it's unfortunate, it's sad, but that's the reality for a lot of people.
Having to repress who they are.
But because I came into the industry as myself, everyone knows Phillips is just a crazy human being, just leave him to do whatever he want to do. Yeah. But it is hard on a lot of people. It's really hard, but it doesn't mean things are still happening.
Yeah, of course. So
crazy things are happening.
I can only imagine that there's definitely this other life that that isn't out in the open, and it's no different to what it was like, I guess, growing up in the UK in perhaps the 80s. In the 80s, it wasn't people weren't open with their sexuality, but there was definitely another world where LGBTQ people feel like they could express themselves and be themselves without having to, I don't know, conform to what society wants them to.
I agree 100%.
So what is it like for you day to day? Do you get adults, when I say adults, I'm talking as if we're not adults, do you get aunties and uncles, I will say, who do you think like judge you or have an inkling, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get that. And you mean in Nigeria, right?
Yeah,
I think it's just genuinely hard because I'm from a very big family. Like I'm the last child of 9 children.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom is like she's a superhero. And the way she raised me, she's always raised me to be very unapologetic.
Yeah.
I remember this because I was in Nigeria in October. I was in Nigeria from October till February, and I was on this production, and this guy that apparently knew me when I was like 17 was like, Phillips, you look different now. I mean, obviously, being in England for a bit and going back, there was a different side of Phillips. I was a lot more comfortable in my sexuality than I was originally. And he's like, are you gay now? And this was in front of literally everyone in the production.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I have always been gay. And he goes, no, you didn't used to be gay before. I don't support that. I was like, stop there. Stop right there. I don't live my life for the validation of heterosexual, ignorant men. And that's literally me. Like, people obviously judge and people say things, but I've been blessed with like the best of friends. Unfortunately, like 90% of my friends are straight.
Yeah.
But like whenever we're out, even in Nigeria, these guys are ready to fight anyone that's looking at me the weird way. I don't like the way he's looking at you. I'm like, he's just look now. Yeah. But my friends are very, very defensive of me. Like they literally protect me every single time. Like if I ever get into a problem, all I have to do is call literally one person and I'm good.
Yeah.
So of course people are gonna have opinions, but I'm one of those persons, I don't care. I don't live my life for your opinion.
It's Nigeria. What don't they have opinions on?
Do you get it? Exactly.
What don't they have an opinion?
Exactly. So like, of course, there are those aunties and uncles and even young, ignorant people.
Yeah.
But like, they can see on my face like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm still going to do me. I'm still going to sashay and twag this little ass.
Yeah. Do you feel safe?
Very safe.
You feel safe?
100% safe.
What, in Nigeria as well? Good then. Good. Because I don't know, for some reason, the way it's perceived is that it's really, really scary, or do you know what I mean?
No, I get that. And I think it's also because I'm a people's person.
Yeah.
There's been times where I've seen where police have stopped me. And they're like, why do you like a woman like this?
Really?
For other people, that can go south really quickly. But I'm like, I said we see him. I guess these sisters, I've even introduced you to one of them. And it's usually calm most of the time. I never encounter, I never get problems.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, that can happen to them and it's a whole different case entirely.
It's just so interesting because it's like, how do you make the way someone is born illegal? And how do you even, are you going to be with them inside the bedroom before you arrest them? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But did you have a question as well? Did you want to ask?
No, I feel like with the whole rise of Bobrisky, like I feel like it's now easier now in regards to Africans in like especially Nigerians. So yeah, you're lucky.
I think that's even a different reality. People just don't know about it. A lot of people don't take Bobrisky seriously. Yeah. And I mean that from like with all the love in my heart.
Oh no, I agree with you.
They don't.
They still call her a cross-dresser.
Yeah, like they don't. And because at the end of the day, for being realistic, Bobrisky, and I understand why he can never really come out and be like, oh, I'm a gay person. I don't know if they are or not. You get what I mean? And that's because you can't live in Nigeria and even say you are gay if you are gay, because that's against the law of the country. They get banned every day. They get okay, so I'm gonna say something. I've never said this anywhere. Only one person knows about this.
Yeah.
I met up with someone. We connected so nicely, and we're like, "Look at you getting exclusive." And we were like, "Oh, we're gonna meet up." He got like this really fancy hotel. We met up. We're making out in the room, and then, I mean, I guess I fucked up because I should have. But I thought I was safe. You get it? I should have checked the bathroom. I didn't check it. We're making out, and two people come out of the bathroom with their phone saying they were recording me in bed. And they're like, oh, is this what you are doing? Philip's the actor. We know you on Instagram. It was so weird, but I was so calm.
Yeah.
Wait, what? So you got set up?
They were trying to extort me.
Yeah, but you see the person that was lipsing you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you then turn around and say, yeah, but you're lipsing me?
Yeah, but like what he did was he made me completely naked and he wasn't.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is so...
That's
horrible.
No, and in that moment, I've never said, it's only one person. If my siblings are going to listen to this and they're going to be like, oh my God, are you okay? So,
I'm so sorry you experienced that. And this is in Nigeria.
Yeah, in Nigeria. And it was, so when they were recording me, I was just smiling.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, why are you smiling? I'm like, because my nudes are on Instagram already.
And then they posted it.
No, they didn't. Because that's usually the threat. They'll be like, I'll post your nudes on social media. I will tell your parents that you are homosexual unless you pay me this amount of money.
Do your work.
Do you get it? So I was just like, my nudes are on Instagram.
Is it illegal in Nigeria?
It is
the leak of sex tapes?
No,
it's not.
I mean, it is, but like nobody.
They don't take it seriously.
They don't take it seriously.
They don't take it seriously.
So I said to him, I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, but if you're gonna tell me now that you're gonna call my parents, they already know. My sister knows I'm with a man right now. If you say you're gonna post my nudes on social media, please do. I think I have too much content to not have the right amount of followers.
I'd be acting like you. Well done. Well done. Yeah, it makes sense.
And then I was just like, but I knew it could still go south. They could drag me out on the street. They could beat me or do whatever.
Yeah.
So
was that scary side.
I was like, if you leave me right now, this is not extortion anymore. This is a negotiation. I will give you 50K.
Yeah.
And I will go. And I'm giving you 50K not because you've got my nudes, but because I don't want you to actually physically hurt me.
Yeah.
And the guy was just shocked because I'm sure in all their years of doing all this blackmail, they've never experienced something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I left. And because I'm a person of my words, I got home and I told my sister and I transferred them 50,000. I transferred the guy 50,000 naira because it could have really gone south. If he had dragged me out on the streets, people could have, hurt me.
How much is 50 naira in pounds?
It's less than £100.
It's like, huh?
It's less than £100.
Oh.
That's making my blood boil.
So imagine someone that wasn't as open or as comfortable in their sexuality as I was that happened to.
Yeah.
How do you think that would have turned out for them?
But even you haven't considered the safety element of it as well.
Do you get what I mean?
Horrible.
So Nigeria is Bobrisky or not, people are still going through shit in Nigeria.
Factual.
Yeah.
And I think it's horrible because I feel like if poverty wasn't an issue, something like that wouldn't even be happening.
100%,
because
I agree.
People blackmail people up and down all over Nigeria.
100%, I agree.
So, it's horrible because if people were able to be, comfortable in their sexuality, that wouldn't even be something that you could even try to blackmail someone on. Because imagine, like you said, okay, do your worst. Like you can tell people, everybody knows. Like it's not
exactly. Yeah.
I am who I am. But then again, as Victoria mentioned, there is that safety element. But I'm so sorry you experienced that.
Honestly.
When it happened, I was just like, Phillips, is you. You are stories. Different things happen to you in this life.
No.
But also, well done for the way you handled it as well. Because most people wouldn't do that. Most people would just back down.
I can't lie. I wish you didn't give them the £100.
It's only £91.39. I googled it. It was only £91.35,
No,
mate.
because if you really think about it, like even posting all the threats aside, they could have actually physically hurt me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And I'm a person of my word. As I said, you know what? Since we're not doing that, we're not going through that route. I don't mind buying away with some money for that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the skin, baby? Like, hell no. So my sister was like, oh, but you do realize he could come around and be like, oh, I still have that video. I'm going to post if you don't give me some money. I'm like, oh, please, you should post it. I need followers. I need it.
No, but what about like romantic relationships for you as well? Has it ever been difficult to navigate for you?
Not really, because I'm a very sexual person, but I'm very selfish in my emotions.
What about like, let's say growing up? Let's go. We'll come back to that, but let's talk about like growing up for you. So let's say you're in secondary school, for example.
Yeah.
Do you think like even your classmates knew that there was a possibility? Because I feel like when I was in school, I could, we always knew like there was someone who we could tell wasn't really comfortable with their sexuality. They weren't open, but if we were talking about boys, for example, they couldn't really participate in that conversation because that just wasn't their sexuality, if that makes sense. So for you, what was that like growing up in secondary school, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, like, I don't think it was ever a problem because even you see me now, because of how many heterosexual men I have in my life as friends, I'm even a lot more masculine now than I used to be. Oh, I was a queen. I was a full diva. Like the boys will protect me. They will play crazy with each other, but they're like, don't hit Phillips. Don't touch Phillips.
Yeah.
That's always been me. Like even till date, I've never had to be like, oh, I'm gay. Because it's just
it is.
It's
that.
known.
Yeah,
you get what I mean? I remember the one time
be.
someone asked my mom, oh, how did your son come out to you as gay? And my mom was like, how did your son come out to you as straight?
Good. I love that.
Like, what do you mean?
Yes, auntie. I love that because obviously she's much older and I find like, I feel like majority of Nigerian parents wouldn't even have that mentality.
Yep.
And that's the one that even we're just developing. When we have conversations, we're just like, why should gay people have to, come out? Straight people don't come out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's all a journey for some of us. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't. I mean, even me, I'm bisexual, but I never really started saying it till maybe like a couple years ago because I didn't feel like it was necessary. Like if I was attracted to a woman, I was attracted to a woman, but
and to have to define it as well.
To define it, yeah. And then I realized I wasn't bi. Then I realized I was pansexual because then I was just like, I realized why I could be pansexual is because I've been socially I've been socialized to just like men. And the typical Nigerian is go to university, find your husband, get married,
have children,
bear children,
yeah.
and then do you know what it is? Do you get? But I feel like had I grown up today. I mean, how old are you? Are you a Gen Z or are you a millennial?
I don't even know where I am. Because people argue all the time. I'm 24 and they're like, people say I'm not a Gen Z, that I'm somewhere in between. I'm like, okay.
You're Gen Z. Because my sister's like 26 and she tries to argue that she's Gen Z. She's really a millennial, but she tries to scrap for that Gen Z. I'm just like, whatever. So you're definitely a Gen Z.
Okay.
But let's go back to what you mentioned. You said you're selfish in terms of what?
My emotions.
Your emotions.
So like, my body count eventually got to 100. Please clap for me.
I love this.
Yes. I'm like,
that is what I'm calling this episode.
Yes.
My body count is 100.
Yes, it is. And I'm just like,
I'm screaming.
The next person has to, for you to enter 101, you have to be really good. But anyways, I have a body count of 100.
Yes.
But I've only been in two romantic relationships in my entire life.
And why do you find that is?
Because I can see you and be like, oh, you're hot. I want to fuck you. But I'm not even trying to toot my own horn or whatever. But because all my friends are like, 6-7 years older than me, and this started from when I was like 14. To be in a relationship, you have to be able to stimulate me intellectually, and that's hard. Like you need to be proper smart to keep me interested.
So you're like a sapiosexual.
Yeah, I think. But
are you really a sapiosexual?
No, actually, yeah,
people say that, and I'm just like,
I don't say it because I don't want to sound pretentious. But you have to be able to stimulate me proper, like my current partner that I'm not gonna talk about makes me feel like, oh God, he's so smart. Oh my God, ridiculously smart. Do you get what I mean? So and for me, I'm just like, if you can't do that, I every day I need to know that I'm learning something from you. There's good sex everywhere. There's good dick everywhere. Almost anybody can choke if you teach them how to choke you right. Emphasis on choking you right.
It's true.
I agree.
Do you get what I mean?
On the side, on the front.
Baby. But so I'm very, with relationship, I'm very selfish because I have so much to give and I need to know that I'm not just a crutch for you. You need to, I'm not one of those people that'll be like, oh, I need someone to complete me. I'm complete.
Yeah.
I need someone to compliment me. Do you get what I mean? And if you can't compliment me, just fuck me and go.
Speak on it.
That's what it says. I'm like, I'm very selfish.
Are you someone who never really catches feelings with? And so amongst all those 100 people you've had sex with, not one person. Okay, let's say not 3. You haven't had any emotional. Really?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they've got feelings. Because, I mean, it's Phillips.
But your heart is only for one person.
For one person. That's just me.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can like you to want to fuck you again.
Yeah.
But no, nothing emotional there. Just sex.
Can you talk about your open relationship or is that off?
No, I can talk about-
Okay. So tell us how did that come up? Because would you girls ever consider being in an open relationship?
One man to me.
So basically, because me and my partner started dating, like it won't say dating. It was a long distance relationship. I was in Nigeria and he was here, and it was hard. It was really hard. The first time I applied for a visa, they denied me my visa. Oh, they didn't give it to me. So it was really hard, and I felt really bad for my partner, and he was like, oh. He even felt so awkward talking about it, and he was like, "Can we consider an open relationship?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." So we did, and the first time he went out and he came back, called me on the phone, and he was just like, "Oh, it's not working for him. He doesn't like it. He wants to be with me." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Then you have to wait." So we waited. So technically, we unofficially opened our relationship then. But when
were there any rules though? Like,
yes.
What were the rules? Let's go through the rules.
You can only have sex. No dates. No. You can't be one person you can't have continuous sex with one person more than 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can't go out on dates.
Oh.
You guys cannot chat with each other finding out, oh, what's your date? That's none of your business. You should be like, oh, I want to have sex this weekend. Are you available? No, okay, fine. I'll look for someone that's available. So it's just purely sex.
See, I like that. The reason why I asked, because I find that a lot of people don't know that there's actually rules. People just think that open relationship.
Oh no, there are rules. Yeah. And I have to know whoever you're with.
Did you not want to like at least test the waters? Because you went straight from I just want to have sex with other people.
I'm rushing there. Yeah, someone we met. My partner probably has the biggest dick I've seen in my entire life. 20.
Really? How many inches? If you don't
easily 10. Yes. And it's
damn.
Girthy. Yeah, and I call him a human dildo. because growing up he wanked so much, he's now desensitized. He enjoys sex, but he's not gonna come until he wants to come.
Okay.
So he can go for like 5 hours.
5 hours?
I'm not joking, and he can do it 2-3 times a day. So the first time we met, I'd been celibate for over a year.
Okay.
So I bled. With all the skills that I have, all the experience, all the lubricants, it just didn't work.
Okay.
And he's so sweet. He's just like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna touch you until you're ready, because he knows what he's like. People say to him that he doesn't have a boyfriend dick. He's got like a 1-night stand dick.
I like that.
I have never heard that before.
I like that. It's true. No, there's some guys that actually have. Like,
do it once and run away.
One night dick or like casual sex dick.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be husband dick.
Lord, I see what you're doing for my peers, and I'm ready.
No, can I say something? I've actually had sex with a guy who did have like casual sex dick, and I just said to myself, like, I feel sorry for whatever girlfriend he's getting, because he's going to share this dick. You just know when a guy's just gonna, because it's just too good. Like, how are you just gonna give it to just one woman? Like, I don't even like saying that, that dick was that amazing. Like, how you just gonna share it with one woman, but.
Yeah, praise him.
It was big. It could last very long, and it's very sensual. You pay attention to every single part of your body. But because I wasn't ready for all of that. Now we just moved in together, and I'm just like, you know what? He's also very sexual. He wants to have sex 2-3 times a day, every day. And I'm like, first of all, that's never going to be me. I'm never going to get to the point where I will take your penis 3-4 times a day, every day. That's medically wrong.
If he wants to come into me though.
but I'm like, you're a sexual person. I'm not going to deny you of that. So we can properly, officially open our relationship.
That. See, this is love. This is what love is.
So that's why we open our relationship.
Can you have a conversation with my boyfriend, please? Because I've been telling him, like, I'm joking.
That's why, that's why we open our relationship. So we can, I mean, it's never one way. Do you get what I mean? It's a 2-way open relationship.
Yeah.
So he can have as much sex as he wants, as often as he wants. But there's been a couple of times that he's been with someone, and I'm like, I think this person is getting too comfortable, and he's like, say no more.
Oh, I love that. It's respectful as well.
Yeah.
Like, he respects your boundaries.
Yeah. So that's
really nice.
I like that. No, that's actually really, really, I feel like a lot of people who are listening are going to think maybe I should try and exercise that, because I feel like we try to restrain ourselves to monogamous relationships.
It doesn't work for everybody.
I don't genuinely think humans are made to be monogamous. And this is just my theory. Because I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, I don't cheat. Right circumstance, right place, right time, you're going to cheat.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are definitely, if they're put in certain positions, it can happen. And I always say humans aren't perfect.
And it doesn't mean you love your partner.
The right temptation, if Anthony Joshua was in front of you, you're not thinking about your man, please.
He's not that good looking.
Okay,
but he looks off with
that's all right. That's all right. Who's good looking to you?
Who's good looking to you? Give me someone.
Okay, so you
Daniel
got
Kaluuya.
we got Trey Songz.
Trey Songz.
What? What is going on here?
not Trey Songz, the Predator.
Okay, that's
not the Predator.
shit.
Someone else, please, bye.
No.
Damson Idris.
Oh yeah, then there's
he's
all
creeped
right.
up
Yeah.
He's creepy.
Yeah.
He's cute. I'm trying to.
Do you know what? Yeah, and also I'm gonna say Marvin Abbey because he is very good looking. I said what I said.
Oh,
I said what I said.
Shit. Everyone's eyes just went.
Anyways,
changing subject.
But he's
Wait,
cute.
I mean, imagine you're in a relationship and you get time out with Damson or whoever it is.
Oh no, but like I okay, so for me, I really do believe in if you are with this one person and then you see the guy that you fancy, then like either break up with your person. Don't cheat.
I respect that.
Like, do you get what I mean?
Or ask for an open relationship.
I mean,
just to have sex with this person
But
once.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what? I feel like you're setting yourself up to fail if it's just for that one encounter.
I think I'm a very sexual person. Like, I've accepted that sex is definitely a part of my identity. Like, I want to experience so many things sexually. I've done the casual sex. I would love to have. The only reason I've never had an MFM threesome is just down to who I am.
Wait, so
and
MFM.
the location of where I am. Yeah. So male, female, threesome. So it's only due to, so there's so many things I want to do sexually. My partner will never give me a pass for it. And it upsets me. I'm hoping that one day, even if it's not an MFM, he might let me have, maybe a lesbian hookup or a threesome with two other women.
You've just got in a relationship. Well, it's been over a year.
It's been over a year. It's been
what have you been doing from before that one?
I know what he said.
Oh, you know what I mean? Oloni, Miss Sexologist, why have you not been doing this one?
That's what he said. And I think because I just weren't ready. I just wasn't. And that's why I always say sex is a journey. Like, listen, I've cancelled sex on some of the biggest dick guys I know just because I just didn't feel like having sex. I was just like, I really want to fuck you, but emotionally, I'm not there. And I think that we should allow ourselves to have that, space sometimes. But I mean, don't get me wrong, sex with my partner is amazing. Like, he does things to me that no guy has ever done.
He better.
You know what I mean? Like, he ate my ass about it.
Oloni, question.
No. I need to tell you something. If that wasn't done, it should be done.
No, but that's the thing. I've actually had that done before. I had my ass eaten before, but it was just the way he did it. It was just like, okay,
there's a way to
it hasn't been done like this before.
Yeah.
So I don't get me wrong, but I feel like you only get one life. Why can't I experience so many things sexually? But at the same time, I do find that even though I do like to, talk about open relationships, I still am a bit on the monogamy side. But again, you just don't know where you're going to be in 10 years. And I think it's just a bit ridiculous to think that you can spend the whole of your life till you die with one person.
I feel like that sounds beautiful. I feel like that sounds so beautiful. Because it sounds so beautiful. The reason why, if you also get a freak. No, you get a freak. I have a high sex drive. He has a high sex drive. He's freaky. I'm freaky. And then he's like, what? Do you want to do with another girl? Or what? Do you want to do with the next man? Woo!
Yeah, like I'm possessive. What's your mind? Like,
no, but you get what I mean. If you're both freaky, at some point you're going to introduce other people to spice
it up.
That's
what I just asked. So like, would you? So with that person, would you then want to introduce like freaky things? So would you want to have a threesome? Would you want to have an orgy?
Honestly, I know it sounds so crazy, but I'll see if I edit this out. We'll see, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm the type of person whereby, like, if my partner told me like years down the line that he wanted to have sex with someone, and it was the sort of arrangement you just mentioned, where if I say, okay, she's getting too comfortable, X that, and he does it, I think I'd be okay with that, because I'm the type of person, like, if he's having sex, I would actually, again, I'm very freaky. I want to know what sex with her is like. What's a cuckold? Like the girl version of a cuckold. I think I would do that. I mean, I'm a girl who likes to watch her man.
I'm a voyeur.
Is that voyeurism? Yeah.
Because I do that. I watch my partner.
Really? You watch your partner?
God, watching sex. I watch my friends. Watching sex is so beautiful.
I'm not watching my partner have sex.
I watch my partner. I watch my friends.
I will fight. Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like even thinking about it, like I'm like, what? Nah, because that dick is mine.
I say that though. Sexy. However, the other day my partner did tell me that some girl was gonna cook for him at work, and I said, "Are you crazy? Why is she cooking for you? Ain't she got a man?" Like, and he was just like, "No, she does." But see, that's the thing. Like, I'm crazy with that aspect, but when it comes to sex, I'm just like, I want to watch. So it's a bit weird, but it's interesting because even when I said, "Oh, why is she cooking for you?" he started answering all the questions, and I was just like, I wasn't even gonna ask that. So it didn't really go that way. It went more like, oh, why is she cooking? And he was just like, oh, she's got a boyfriend. He started answering all the questions.
That don't mean nothing.
I was just like, okay, but why is she cooking? Because I told him, be careful. I think because I said, be careful, he heard, oh no, she's got a man, she's this. And I said, no, be careful because like, you
can't
don't
be
know.
trusting anybody's hand like that.
Yeah. That's why I said, be careful. You can't just be eating from anybody. But he seemed comfortable. And I was just like, okay, do your thing. But I was glad to know that he answered questions that I didn't actually ask. So the whole thing was funny. But yeah, I'm a bit possessive on the, don't cook for my man.
I enjoy actually.
You can taste his dick though.
You enjoy watching it? I feel like sex
I'm not
is a great thing
I'm
to
not one
watch.
of those people. Some people want to watch it because they want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's not me. Like there's been times where I'm watching my friends. It's like, oh, do you want? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm perfect. Just sitting right here and watching you guys do it.
I feel like I've asked Victoria this. Like I feel like I asked you like, could we ever watch each other have sex? And now I say no.
Wait, you mean watch each other?
Yeah, like
you
so
watch her?
I watch her having sex with her thing, vice
I've
versa.
shown her some of my sex tape.
Oh yeah, that's see like half of her sex tape. It was crazy. It was only like a clip.
But
it was only a clip and a position of her.
I don't think
body.
I could watch my friends.
Yeah.
I could have sex with another like girl in front of my man. I could do that.
Okay.
But I don't know if I could. I don't think I could watch you have sex.
I don't want you to watch me having sex.
I mean, you never.
Like,
I'll
I'll be so conscious of the fact that I would want you to like join in,
I feel
but
like
then
your
I don't
family
want
to me, though,
you.
so it'd feel like intense.
Yeah,
it would
like
feel like
yeah,
that's my sis. Like.
Yeah, literally. But like my other friends, maybe like if my housemates hear me having sex. So essentially, they're watching.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, but you know.
I can tell you for a fact that when someone is watching me, I'm putting the extra work.
Really?
I can't have you going out there putting bags, talking bad about my name. No, my arches has to be perfect. My moan has to be right. My leg, if it's pinning me, I'm gonna keep it in that position. So you can be like, wow, so Phillips can move his leg like that.
Oh, Phillips,
it's a performance, bro.
I do like. I am a bit of a performer, but I think the only thing I'd probably watch, I wouldn't mind, is probably sucking dick. Like, I love watching myself suck dick.
Yeah.
But to get into action, no, because I feel like I'll probably make like some uncomfortable faces. Like, do you know what I mean? When you're enjoying, you're not thinking about it. I'm just like, oh, I don't know what I look like. Do you know what I mean? But when I'm sucking dick, I look so pretty. Like, oof, I be sucking that dick and I make love to it.
I love
so,
that.
Okay, so I'm so sorry,
Leaky
but I
sex
feel like
tape
the
for
other
Ollie.
day, I
Yeah.
felt like I couldn't suck dick. I sucked the
Why?
dick because I hadn't sucked dick in so long.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me rephrase this. I can suck dick very well, but I'm a very sensual one. Like I do it slow. I look at it, I'm like, so it was the sloppy side of it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So could you guys educate me?
Yeah,
a girl that
sloppy
feels
head is good.
no, but I don't like sloppy head because there's just too much saliva.
So actually, I tell people because I'm communicative with sex.
Yeah.
We'll talk. Wait till remember make a great list where you go check boxes. Like some guys don't like sloppy heads.
Yeah.
You'll be shocked.
Yeah, no,
They
it's true.
don't.
That is
They
true.
don't want it. Some guys want it messy as fuck. And you just need to know what this person like. And what I say to people is, and I say this to a lot of girls, when I've met guys that be like, oh, girls can't suck dick. There's been straight guys that I've met and they're like, oh, I mean, no, I don't know if I should use straight after our conversation. I've met guys that were having conversations.
Sexually fluid.
We're having a conversation and they're like, oh, I don't bust from head. I'm like, you've not met me, boo.
Yeah. Do you know, I think that's a trap. When I saw a guy tweet something like that a couple days ago, and I'm just thinking, you can't fool me. You cannot fool me.
Well, you know what? Like, there were some girls, a couple of girls there that he had gotten down with. And he was like, did I bust when you gave me head?
Oh,
my
wow.
friends are that open. And girls like, oh, I got tired. My jaws were hurting, man. I had to stop.
Oh,
I
right.
give him head in front of everyone with added pressure of everyone watching. And it bust in 7 minutes.
What? Wait, so everyone was watching? And
Yes.
what kind of friends do you have?
You are
my
the
friends
elite.
wild.
Like,
My
let's
friends are wild. like we're like 10 in the room. So,
I mean, that is.
so imagine the pressure on him first to even get hard. And then I'm sucking his dick
And
on
this
my
is a
knees
sexually
there.
fluid guy
Yes.
that claims to be straight.
Yes.
And he's coming from
His
your head, but not the
his
girl.
girlfriend was right there.
Oh,
His girlfriend was
Are you sure he's actually
Wait,
even fluid?
What?
Girlfriend.
I don't know. Because the girl was after everything, the girl was like, "Oh, Phillips, you have to give me tips, man. Like I've never been able to do that."
So, wait, I even forgot that bit.
Yeah,
I'm with you guys now. I'm with you guys. His girlfriend.
Yeah,
Wait, sorry.
wheel this
Let me slow down a bit.
Yeah.
We're all chilling.
Yeah.
And because
God.
I'm very sexual, and all my friends, most of my friends are like me. So we started talking about sex in general,
Of course.
and like and heads and everything. And so I was saying to them that a lot of girls actually, and mostly Nigerian girls, and this is not even a jab, because Nigerian girls were raised, or African girls were raised to be sexually repressive.
Of course. No,
So
that's
they don't-
not a jab. It's true.
They don't know what they like. They don't know what they want to do.
Mhm.
So a lot of girls will suck your dick because the guys like their dick being sucked. or it's part of what I should do. They're not sucking dick because they like sucking dick. I can suck your dick and you don't touch me and I'm good.
Yeah.
I enjoy sucking dick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, for the guy to achieve maximum pleasure, whoever is sucking his dick needs to enjoy sucking his dick. And that guy was like, oh no, Phillips, fuck that. Like, enjoy it or not. I need pussy to come. You cannot. Head can't make me come. This is my girl. That's someone I've been with before. They've both done hours on my dick. I'm like, I don't need hours. In minutes, you'll boss. And then he was like, no, everyone was like, you know what? What's out of this back and forth? How about you guys just try it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's how it went
So that's
down.
how it happened.
Okay.
And it bust in 7 minutes.
I love
wow.
that so much.
I love that. But I'm still trying to
That's
wonder if he's
mad.
I'm still trying to wonder if he's straight.
I think he's curious.
Yeah.
I think he's curious, but
Do you
not
know
even
what I
just
mean?
curious. But then again, he doesn't even need to put a definition on it.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah,
need to
yeah,
say
yeah.
he's
we
fluid.
we like boxes as humans.
Yeah.
We're trying to put him in a box.
Yeah, that is true.
It's just so fascinating that his girl was there, and the girl was like, yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
like,
She was like, Phillips, please by all means try. Let's see.
boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do
Damn.
like the comfortability, but it's very wild.
It's not
It
Where
wrong.
are you when I'm doing my thread?
Because you know your DM is just so full. I'm just like I'm like Oloni's not gonna say it. I'm just not gonna
It's
bother.
full. I'm looking at them now.
Oh
They
no,
really are full
I have
at the moment.
I've done the wildest things. Like I'm 24, but I've actually lived the lives of like 4 or 5 people.
I
Yeah.
love that though.
No, I know I have.
It's
But
wholesome.
that's how you should enjoy
Yeah,
your
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Especially if you came to be like a really sexual person. I feel
Yeah.
like having to try to, hold you down in this monogamous relationship. It doesn't suit everyone.
It's
Do you
not
know what I
for me.
mean?
It's
It's
not
not
for
like
me.
I've got friends as well who are in open relationship. I mean, they're white. I don't know. You're probably the first, black guy that I've ever spoken to who's told me that they're in an open relationship. My friends who are in an open relationship were like white girls who are around my age and they're also very sexual people. I don't know if I also have other friends who just probably haven't told me because, people are ashamed to admit that they're in open relationships. But I feel like there's beauty in it. Like
there is.
there's definitely
I enjoy
beauty
it,
in
every
it.
minute of it. I love it.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if would you guys ever consider it?
I definitely would.
She's like
From the
bug that.
experimental point of view.
Girl, bye.
She's like, that's not
I
for
wouldn't
me.
I wouldn't want to do it in a relationship. I don't see the point. I might as well stay single and
Yeah.
just like casually date.
I mean,
Like,
it's really not for everyone.
and then be exclusive with one person, but he's not my man.
Yeah.
I can't have the title of you're my man and then you're then beating other. And then what? And then are you going to come back to me and then have sex with me? It doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me
No, I
at
get
all.
that.
So,
I do. No, it's true.
It's different
true.
because and for me, I'm able to separate sex from emotions.
Yeah.
See, that's a
Yeah.
good skill. And I don't think a lot of people.
Yeah.
And also insecurities and jealousy. And it's when you start to add all of
Don't get
the
it wrong.
human parts
Even
of
in
you.
open relationships, you
get
will
jealous.
get jealous.
That's
But
the
the thing with my
misconception.
partner is
Yeah.
one thing we have is open communication. When we're jealous about someone, we talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
like
why
that.
are you jealous? Like,
Yeah.
is there something that I've done or said that is making you jealous? Or are you just not comfortable with this person at all?
Yeah,
Do you want me to stop? So I think why a lot of open relationship will work is if your partner knows they have the power to say, stop seeing that person right now.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
actually stop.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
That's what it is. It's the
Yeah.
power.
2022, I might be in an open relationship, child.
I feel like, do you know what? Definitely, I would love to see more relationships with honesty and just a lot of guys who
Yeah.
admit that they cannot do monogamous relationships. They can do open relationships. But the issue is, especially for some straight men, is that they do not want their partner to have
It's the double standards.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
want
it's
them to have
that
same
patriarchy.
benefit. Exactly. It really
It's
is
that.
patriarchy.
They will tell you, oh, I'm a man. I can have sex. I don't have emotion. But women, they cannot have sex without emotion. I'm like,
I'm
no,
an
no.
animal. I can do this. Women can only
I'm
get-
an alpha.
Yeah, I'm an
Go.
alpha male. God. Honestly, for
Yeah,
real.
it's that. It's definitely that.
Philip, I want to know, how do you introduce fantasies into the bedroom?
Come on, educate, please.
Do you,
how do
what
I introduce
fantasies?
it?
Yeah, fantasies. Do you have any fantasies in the bedroom?
He's lived
I
them all.
cannot say it in public.
You can't.
It's a bad one. It's a very twisted one.
Really, sister? Oh, okay.
Ah!
I feel like I know where it's going.
Ah!
Can I have a guess?
Yes.
Is it like rough play?
A little more than rough.
Okay. So I'm guessing.
Don't look at me.
I'm guessing on the. It's called CNC, but I think I know where you're going with this.
I cannot say
Okay.
it in public.
It's okay. It's
But
okay.
that particular fantasy gets me going.
Oh, really?
What's CNC?
So would you like us to? I can explain
No,
what
I
it
mean,
is.
I just don't know like what your limits
Yeah,
are on
of
the
course,
pod, so I
of
don't-
course. No,
yeah.
so no, that's completely fine. So I'll just give a trigger warning for anybody who's listening who might be triggered by the, following conversation we're about to have. So CNC is consensual, non-consensual. So that's basically just rough play, basically giving someone consent to act out as though
whatever they want.
You're not interested, but you are sexually. But there is a lot of conversations that need to happen prior.
Yeah.
There are boundaries that you should create. Safe words as well. Safe action. So it could be blinking multiple times. It could be, I don't know, the infamous one, pineapples, whatever you want the safe word to be. It could include you dressing up. But there should be a lot of conversations around it. And the reason why I gave a trigger warning is because it could trigger anyone who has had the reality of the situation. So it is a popular one.
Yeah, so it's weird to talk about in public. Do you get what I mean? Because people are like, you're twisted.
Yeah, no, I know. But, a lot of, it's interesting because I did a kink thread. Or I think, it wasn't a kink thread, but I was just talking about what type of kink I was into on social media. And then you had there was this girl who was shaming us and she started insulting us. I think because that was it. I spoke about like, what do you guys like hearing in the bedroom? I don't know if you saw it. I posted it on my Insta as well. And the popular one was good girl. Like, I like hearing good girl in the bedroom. And I noticed that there was a time I was playing it on the show actually. I tried to play a scene from a porno. And the guy was saying good girl. And I realized that's what got me going. Anyway, as I digress, a lot of people were just basically talking about what they like hearing in the bedroom, from good girl to just derogatory words. It could be anything, like you like that you little dirty slut or whatever. Am I getting you going?
Dirty slut, oh Lord.
So she was kind of kink shaming the fact that girls like to be degraded in the bedroom. She was just like, oh, how could you let guys degrade you? And it was just like, because I'm giving consent and I enjoy it. It's not like it's a random person on the street.
Yeah.
I forgot where I was even going with that.
No, it's about the kinks.
Yeah, so what was I going with that?
You asked about
consensual, non-consensual.
How do I introduce kinks into the bedroom?
Yeah, so how do you introduce kinks into the bedroom?
It boils down to conversation. Like, I feel like at this point in my life, there's no one that I met. Not every guy can fuck me. And that's because I'm a lot. So you can't even be an alpha and fuck me. You have to be like a sigma male.
Yeah.
Like, you don't ascribe to all of that. Like, you need to be confident in who you are as a man to be able to dominate me in the bedroom. Do you get what I mean? Because I don't beat around the bush. If I meet you and I like you, I'm like, yo, so what's up? I like you. I'm trying to smash. I'm trying to get that dick. What are you into? What are you not into? So we'll have an actual conversation. So all my kinks were putting it out there on the table. Like, I want to do this. I want to do that. Is that what you're on? You okay trying that out? Like, what can we do? What can we not do? So if you're not confident in who you are as a man, or you're not sexually open, you'll be able to have this conversation. And if you can't have that conversation with me, I'm not going into the bedroom with you.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to waste my time.
No, I think that's great. I think I always say have sex before sex. And what I mean by that is have sexual conversations. So you know what they're into. And hopefully the person's not lying to you. I would like to hope and think that we're not having sex. Yeah, like, let's say, for example, random example, that a guy says, he enjoys going down on a woman. He gets out of the bedroom and his head doesn't even go near
Get out. Get out. I did arrive at 100 body count for that rubbish.
Oh my God.
Get out.
I'm 100 body count. I love that though. See, this is what I mean. See how you could say that, your body count is 100.
Yeah.
You think a woman could ever say that?
I seen a comment section, this girl that I know dropped a video and she asked a guy, she was like, would you get with a girl who's got a body count of 100? And obviously his response is like, nah, like soul ties, blah, blah, blah. The comment section from men was disgusting.
Of course
like,
it was.
I can imagine.
I'm talking about like it stretches out the this and that. I'm like,
not even true. Doesn't true. A baby doesn't do that. So you're a weener.
You
We're
like,
not.
that's like
You're
saying
gay.
every time you speak, your mouth just gets looser and looser.
Exactly. No, literally. Like every
It's
time you
weird.
smile, like your mouth gets
weird.
wider. It doesn't know. It snaps
doesn't-
back. It really does
Some
snap
of the
back.
comments, like, oh my God,
No,
it
it
baffled me. But
Straight men are dumb. I love you guys. But they are dumb. Because it's the thing of they measure the alpha status or the street cred of a guy by the amount of girls he's been with.
Yeah.
But if a lady has a body count over if a lady has a body count
Over
over
six.
6, it's a problem.
6.
And
Is it 6 now?
Yeah,
I thought it was
no, because
3.
when
Is it 6 now?
Bashi
On a scale
said
up to
6,
It's
like
gone up
it's
to
6.
It's 6.
It's
Yeah,
always
6.
been 6.
No, but it's also a thing where you're like,
You know, you're thinking I left that mark a very long time ago.
so you may get with a body count of 4 and you come and tell me, she didn't even know what she was doing. I'm like, what do you want? Do you want a girl that is sexually explorative or a girl that is...
No, but then you have to weigh up the ratio. How many out of that 100 people she slept with actually made an orgasm.
Do you get what I mean?
It was actually pleasurable, was actually enjoyable. Like, you have to.
But I know friends, I don't want to call them out on this podcast. They'll say things like, I got my own cum, or she didn't. I'm like, are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed?
For real, please speak to them.
Like, what do you mean? It's a two-way street. I make you come, you make me come. As a woman, I'm sure the guy is not coming just because he can come. He's coming because he's enjoying the sensation of the vagina and being with this woman. So she should be able to also climax because she's with you.
Absolutely.
You get a lot of guys that are like, oh, I made every other girl come, and they make it out like it's something wrong with you.
No, do you know? I met a guy once that was like, this guy was so proud. Straight men are dumb. I think this guy was so proud that he made this one girl come, and now he does that to what he did to her. He does it to every single woman he meets. It's amazing.
You could just tell he's bad in bed.
I was like, no. I'm like, you do realize every single girl's body is different. Like, did you even bother asking her what she likes? He goes, no, I know what she likes. I'm like, you don't. What do you mean you do?
Don't kill me. Honestly, I say this every week on this podcast, and now that I know that men definitely listen, I hope you lot are opening your straight ears, because you should really be having conversations with women. Yeah. You should be having conversations with anyone that you're sexual with to know what they're into and to create those boundaries for a healthy, sexual relationship. Imagine doing something that someone hasn't consented to. It's not going to be pretty. So make sure you have those conversations during intimacy as well. There are sexy ways you can ask, but please, no two women's body is the same. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did. I wish it was that simple. I really do.
All the orgasms.
We'd all be having orgasms, So, but it doesn't work that way.
Straight men, they've got a lot to learn, really.
They do. But I also feel like sometimes I do feel like we do hold part of the blame if we weren't lying to them. But then, do you know what? No, I take that back, because it all stems back again to patriarchy. The reason why we lie is because we don't have experience. The reason why we don't have experience is because we're not allowed to have experience. So we're not allowed to be honest. We're here thinking that, maybe our bodies are broken. Like, why aren't we having these orgasms when really we're just not allowed to?
Supposed to do.
We're not allowed to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to know some more other things about you sexually. Okay, so I know your favorite sex position is doggy. I love it. What would you say is a sex tip for you? If anyone's listening right now, they're just like, okay, I want to go away from this podcast with a sex tip from Phillips. What would it be?
Obviously, that's gonna be like an anal sex tip.
Yeah, of course. Doesn't matter.
75% of the pain is in your head.
75.
Yeah. What do you mean? I don't understand.
if you're gonna do anal,
head. Sorry,
the pain is in your head. Like, if you feel like it's gonna hurt you, it's gonna hurt you.
Okay, that's what you mean. I thought you meant. See, I'm with you.
Okay. Like, no matter what you do, no matter how tiny this dick is, if you go into that bedroom with the mindset of it's gonna hurt you, no matter the amount of lubricant, no matter the amount of breathing exercises you do, it's gonna hurt you.
So you feel like you need to mentally prepare yourself before?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's. Yeah. I believe in mentally preparing yourself for a new sexual act.
Because there was this when I was in Nigeria, I met this couple, which was weird.
Okay.
They made me direct them have sex.
Ooh.
From start to finish.
Oh,
what is going on in Nigeria? I need to come back soon. I need to go back. What's going on?
I love that.
It was amazing. I didn't realize how much I knew about sex until that day. And because when they said they wanted me to do that, I was like, what are your boundaries? I need to know what you'll be comfortable with me doing or me not doing. And the girl was just like, I want to go all the way.
You need to sell that service, because that sounds incredible.
No,
you really should, because there's silly women out here who are going to.
I'm thinking of
giving him head classes and stuff like that.
No, I mean, people that actually come to my DM and they're like, oh, Philip, so what do you think? How do I give good head? And I get that all the
you
time.
need to start schooling people. Like,
so like I said to her, what are your boundaries? She was like, I don't have any. Just do whatever you want. Ooh. And so I was like, okay, are you open to trying anal? And she's like, well, I tried it once and it was bad. I'm like, no, don't worry. I'm like, just trust me. Do you trust me? She was like, yes. And I made her boyfriend fuck her anally as hard as he would fuck her with them through the vagina. And she climaxed without him touching any other part of her body.
Wow.
Just fucking her in the ass.
There must have been a lot of lube though. Was there a lot of lube?
It was bare lube. And before that, I made her wear a butt plug 24 hours before.
Oh, see, this is what.
Yeah.
See, this is.
And
I
changed her diet for like 3 days. She stuck to fiber for 3 days and a lot of water. And
are you guys listening to these sex tips?
Before I came over, she took up the butt plug. She douched properly and wore it back. And she only took it out when I was ready to replace the butt plug with her boyfriend's penis.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think butt plugs, of course, definitely important.
Yeah, so it helped already. Like stretch out a little bit. And I said to her, it's not going to hurt you. I need you to keep saying that for the next 24 hours. Trust me that I know what I'm doing and you're not going to feel any pain. And she did not.
Oh, did she have a safe word?
She did, of course. I was...
What is it?
Unicorn.
I love it.
It was unicorn.
Okay.
Whenever I remember the safe word, I'm just laughing. So like we all had safe words like, I dressed up nice. I was wearing leather.
Wait, did you get involved as well? Or were you just basically
I was wearing leather. I had a whip. Like,
so you were the
domination.
I love this.
Yeah, the madame.
Yeah, because there was this one time I said to her to sit on her boyfriend's penis, but just on the cap of the penis while he sucks on her boobs.
Ooh.
So I was doing that, and because he was sitting, so he was able to play with her clit at the same time. And then the tension was too much for him that he moved up a little bit, and I slapped him.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I did not ask you to do that. He's like, I'm sorry.
Damn.
No, it was intense. So the tip for anal sex, most of the pain is in your head. If you go in there with the mindset of it's not going to hurt you and you have enough lube and enough preparation, it's not going to hurt you.
Wow. Phillips, thank you so much for joining us today. I really do wish this episode was on. I know they're going to kill me, but we gave you guys I think this has been a healthy hour.
Yeah.
And a bit. But no, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm actually thinking of doing I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I think I'm going to catalog my sexual experiences.
You should.
Block that
You
shit.
should.
I actually will.
You should. And you need to come back on the show again.
And the audio though, that's what's drawing us in.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You have to come back
I'm
as
only
well.
100%. Your family now.
No, but thank you so much. And you guys know where to catch me on all social media. I hope you guys have enjoyed this show. Make sure you use the hashtag laidbarepodcast. Make sure you follow me on all socials at Oloni. And where can we find you, ladies?
Sorry.
You always go.
I always go first. All right, so you can catch me, Felicia Olutis, on Instagram, Felicia_Olutis.
Can find me at VAXBC or Unfiltered Hours.
Mm-hmm.
And Phillips, where can we catch you?
Twitter and Instagram, Phillips the actor.
What about Clubhouse? You're not on Clubhouse no more.
I mean, I'm on the app.
Yeah.
So like if you send me a message, I'll probably see it and respond. So by my Phillips is one L, please. The only way to spell Phillips. PHILIPS THEACTOR.
And when you come back next, I need to hear about your sugar daddy stories.
Come on, help me find sugar daddy, please.
Hey,
I need bills.
Yeah,
I've got bills to
we
pay.
need some tips on that one.
For real. But thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.